Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay. Today we will talk about the wisdom. So this topic is wide. So there are many types of wisdom. The nature of wisdom. So for that, where we can find is in the Chronicle Buddha, in the section of Parami, written by Mingun Siaroji, Tipitaka Dhammabandhakarika. So based on that, and from somewhere else also, so we will teach about the wisdom. Okay, so in the Siaroji's book, it started from 3 types of wisdom. Chendamaya Panya, Sudamaya Panya, Bhavanamaya Panya. So there are 3 types. So the Panya made by thinking, the Panya made by hearing or learning, the Panya made by development or practice. So there are 3 types. So Chendamaya Panya is thinking by own self. So Panya can be related to worldly things, also can be related to supramundane. So it can be mundane and supramundane. So as a Bodhisattva, he collected different types of Panya. So Chendamaya is basically by thinking own self. So next one is Sudamaya Panya. Sudamaya Panya is made of by learning, made of by hearing, instead of by thinking own self. So next one is Bhavanamaya Panya. Bhavanamaya Panya is the wisdom within absorption, like jhana samabhati. So there is a Panya in the absorption time. So this is made of practice, made of development. In the same way, in the phala absorption. So when you go to phala absorption, fruition absorption, seeing a nibbana as an object, there is a Panya within you. So you know the object penetratively. So this kind of Panya is Bhavanamaya Panya, the Panya made of development, made of practice. So when the Bodhisattva accumulates Panya Parami, first of all, he has to listen. Or he has to make a question to get wisdom. So first of all, may have a learning knowledge, or we have a learning knowledge. So sometimes those learning and knowledge done by in the previous life. So after that, after sometimes he can think himself based on learning and knowledge. So it is become Janakābhivaṃsa Banya. So there is this saying about the attainment. Only Buddha and Vajjika Buddha, by thinking oneself, they can have attainment. But the other people, Buddha's disciple, even Agasavaka, chief disciple, Mahasavaka, great disciple, Bhakti-savaka, normal disciple. So by thinking themselves, they cannot get attainment. Only Buddha and Vajjika Buddha, they can get attainment. So because they have learned those practice in the past, so again and again, repeatedly. Because of this, in the last life, without hearing from the teacher, they can have attainment. So because of this, as a type of wisdom, there is Sutta Banya, learning knowledge, learning wisdom, Janakābhivaṃsa Banya, thinking wisdom, Bhavana Banya, developing wisdom. So for the Bodhisattva, so in the lives, they have to learn samatha. They have to learn vipassana. Samatha is a different object. So keeping in the mind only one object long time. If so, they know the object penetratively. Like that, for example, if we practice breathing meditation, so how we can know that breathing is when we breathe in, the air touch. When we breathe out, the air touch to our skin. So because of touching, we have a chance to know the breathing. So knowing the breathing is through by touching. If you practice continuously, so you don't need the touching. Your mind just know the breathing. Like we memorize books. So first of all, we have to see with the eye, shout it, recite. So after sometimes, without having a book, without seeing with the eye, so we can memorize. So because of this, in the beginning only, it is known by touching. After sometimes known by mind. So later, your mind will start to see the breath like a smoke or cloud. So after sometimes it becomes white. After sometimes it becomes bright. So together with the light, the breath becomes visible. So other people will not see your light. You yourself will see the light, will see the breath with the light. So it is penetratively knowing the object very clearly. So you can absorb into it. So your wisdom is developed. So this kind of knowledge or wisdom is based on, first of all, you have a learning, later by thinking, later by development. So in the same way, in the Vipassana state, you have to discern materiality mentality. So in the body, there are many different types of materiality, physical things. So according to Buddha's teaching, there are 28 rupas. So you can practice according to 6 doors. In the eye door, how many rupas? How many kalapas? A group of rupa. So in the same way, in the 32 body parts, like a hair, body hair, nail, teeth, skin. So how many rupas? What are the causes? So in this way, you have to know physical things, also mentalities. So this kind of knowledge in the Vipassana stage, it is called Nama Rupa Praseta Jnana, marking as a Nama Rupa for everything in the world. So only you may think mentality, materiality. So not me, not mine, no man or woman, no human, deva, etc. It is Namarupa Pracheta Jnana. So after that, you have to find the causes of Nama, the causes of Rupa. Basically, based on Paticca dependent origination. So if you can know or you can connect cause and effect, how you speak, how you walk, so how you build your body, how you think, how you see. So if the causes, you can connect with the result. It is Paccaya Breka Jnana. The Jnana occupying as cause and effect. So originally you may think this body is me or mine, or caused by or created by someone. So because of practicing cause and effect connection, so you will know the real cause. Real cause. If so, you may not think it is created by someone. There is no someone. So no one is on the top creating others. Just they can be cause, they can be effect. So have to practice based on Paticca Samuppada. Not so wide like a Patana, not so narrow like a Four Noble Truth. But if you have a knowledge wider, you can practice widely about the cause and effect. If you cannot, so you may do a bit smaller. So what is enough for the attainment? So generally you may practice based on Paticca Samuppada. So this kind of knowledge is called Paccaya Breka Jnana. If you want to have attainment, path and fruition knowledge, you have to practice Vipassana. For the Bodhisattva, they don't want to get attainment in the present life. They want to be Buddha. They want to go long samsara. For them also, need to practice this kind of Paccaya Breka Jnana. By practicing in this way, they will know this body is only Nama and Rupa, not me, not mine. Also, they will know the causes of those. So if so, they can manage their life. They know how to help own self, other people, how to be king, how to be deva, etc. So If you know cause and effect, karma sakata jnana, knowing the karma and karma result also is also well, very good. Because of this, you can manage your life. So in the samatha state, samatha itself just focusing on one object, but it can be the cause of the other knowledge. Based on those power, so they can create psychic powers. Also, they can see many past lives together with the name, the color of skin, happiness and suffering, parents and relatives. So connected to his own body, he can know everything. So in the same way, can see everyone near or far, big or small, covered and not covered. In the same way, can hear the sound, quiet and loud, far and near. So also can read others' mind. So in this way, they have psychic powers. So if you want to accumulate wisdom, you may practice samatha successfully. So if you are successful, so you can fly in the sky, you can go to our realm, Brahma realm, so you can accumulate many knowledge. It will be different from other people. In the same way, can see everyone, can learn from everyone. In the same way, can see many past lives. So you can see human history. So not just one life, two life, based on many eons. The time period can be many eons. So those people's knowledge is very wide. Very wide. Also can read other people's mind, can hear the sound. So someone positive way, reborn in some way. So also they will know. This is a bada deva cheku. So we call it chutupa pada jnana. Also Janakābhivaṃsa jnana they can have. So because of doing bad things, reborn in a bad destination. Because of doing good things, reborn in a good destination. So with the samatha practice, they can have this kind of knowledge. Those are important in the life. Those are important in the long samsara. In the long samsara. So can see any being's conditions like a bodhisattva. Because of this, he has a compassion, karuna. So also he knows what is beneficial, what is dangerous. So it is a wisdom case. So because of this, because of compassion for other people, because of wisdom, he knows what the suitable cause to help other people. So because of this, he trying to fulfill paramis, including wisdom. So some people have a compassion, but when they know how to help, they are not clever in the causes. So for the bodhisattva, because of right practicing, like a samatha vipassana, he can know real causes. So how to be Deva, how to be Brahma, how to reborn in a human life, what is a good condition, what is bad condition. You will know everything. So samatha originally just focusing on one object. But when you have a power, you can know many things. You can have many knowledges, especially psychic powers. So, psychic powers and karma result. For the vipassana knowledge, yeah, first of all, you will discern as a nama and rupa. After that, cause and effect. So, there is some connection, samatha and vipassana. So, in that time, out of Buddha's dispensation, so some people practice samatha. At that time, no vipassana. So those people, like other religion, they can know their past lives. Only 40 eons. 40 eons. Cannot be more than that in the out of a dispensation. But in the Buddha time, they can see more than 48 eons. So based on Buddha, Vajika Buddha, great disciple, chief disciple, normal disciple, can be something different. But they can be more than 40 eons. What is it? The reason is because of Nama Rupa Brahmacharya Jnana, discerning Nama and Rupa. So discerning mentality, materiality. So they can know more than 40 eons. So because of this, samatha, if samatha is good, it can support vipassana. If vipassana is good, can support samatha. So do no cause and effect. So basic knowledge, what you need is discerning nama and rupa, internally, externally. So if so, it is the cause of to know cause and effect. So even in samatha or vipassana, so you can see what are the causes of this life. So seeing where only in the samatha stage, like together with the name, together with the color, skin. So, but in the vipassana stage, you don't need to do that. You only trying to know as a nama rupa. So as a dhamma, as a ultimate reality, not as a concept, not as a life. So it is different. So vipassana practice basically to reduce attachment, not to have attachment to the life. So it is the aim of vipassana practice. But for the bodhisattva, only they will learn a certain stage. They will not cut off all attachment because they still have wishing to be Buddha. So they will learn only some amount of knowledge until Sankharupeka Jnana. So, okay, in the Vipassana Jnana, there is Nama Rupa Brahmacharya Jnana, there is Vajjaya Brahmacharya Jnana. After discerning in these two, so they will know what are the things in the body, how is the connection. How is the connection? So they have to occupy, they have to make a boundary. This is a mentality, materiality, cause and effect. Not like before. So before we mark, this is me, This is my son and my daughter. We make a boundary in this way. So if we make a boundary in this way, so sorrow, limitation will come. Like that, even in this compound, we do make a boundary. This is my monastery. So if someone disturbs a monastery, so we may have a sorrow and limitation. So, but if we make a boundary, if we mark or occupy, this is a mentality, materiality, cause and effect, not me, not mine, not my soul. If so, although it is disturbed by something or someone, we will not have a sorrow and limitation. So this is Nama-rupa Paricheda Jnana and Paccaya Parikka Jnana. So after that, Samasana Jnana, so contemplating as a nature dukkha anatta, by seeing arising and perishing. So nature dukkha anatta is impermanence, suffering, and non-self. So first of all, you have to train by brief. For example, about the nature, not impermanence, not permanence, impermanence. So we reborn and we die. Before being reborn, we don't have, as this life. After death, we don't have. So it is in nature. It is a very brief, very understandable. Later we have to divide. And so part by part. So finally, within 1 second, arising and perishing, you. So brief practicing is, we call it Samasana Jnana. Samasana Jnana, not so detailed, not small part. So big, first of all, a bigger part, make it smaller and smaller. So in the beginning, just reborn and death. After that, divide the life into 3, into 5, into 10, into 20, etc. Day and night. So it is changing. So this hour and that hour body is changing. Finally, this minute and that minute, this is seconds and that seconds, and also faster than that. So in this way, we have to practice about the arising and perishing. So after Samasana Jnana, Udayabhya Jnana, you will see arising and perishing according to mind moments, according to materiality moments. So it is a Udayabhya Jnana. So arising and perishing of moments, this is one. Another one is arising and perishing together with the causes. Like the cause arise, effect also arise. The cause perish, effect perish. The cause arise and perish, effect arise and perish. So like a father and son. Father also has this nature. Son also has this nature. So if you do this kind of connection, together with the connection, it is Paccaya Udayabhya, rising and perishing based on causes. So in some view, only the son impermanent, but the father is permanent. So not reasonable. Son is not the same as a father. According to Buddha's view, everything has a cause and effect. No one is on the top, creating others, not created by own self. So because of this, arising and perishing have 2 ways, according to moment and together with the causes. If so, this kind of jnana is called Udayabhya Jnana. After that, Bhinka Jnana, only will see perishing. to mature for the knowledge. After that, Bhaya thinking as a danger. After that, Adinova seeing as a fault. So this body has a faulty or fault. After that, Nibbida disenchantment. Knowing as a disenchantment means not happy, being bored with the body. Originally, we like this body because of practicing knowledge. So become being bored. For that we learn. After being bored, Patisankha Mochitukamyada jnana will be free from those. But after that, Patisankha reflecting again, the knowledge reflecting again. So you relinquish, but you make it sure. So after making sure, Sankharupeka jnana, ignoring or equanimity of knowledge or knowledge of equanimity. So after understanding totally, you are not attached, just equal. Yeah, have arising or perishing, but not much of feeling. So like that, originally we attach this body, this properties, so this life, because of discernment, we see the fault of those. So being bored. After that, we make it sure. After that, we relinquish. Just we understand. This is the nature of dukkha anatta. So no feeling. For example, we don't cry everyone's death. Only certain people's death only make us cry. So some other people, we don't occupy, as me or my relatives. So we were not crying. So in the same way, even own body at that time. So not much attachment. Yeah, just understanding as a materiality, mentality, cause and effect, arising or perishing, having in fault, having in danger, no attach. So this kind of jnana is a Sankharupeka jnana. If it is a mature, we have path and fruition knowledge. But Bodhisattva didn't go furthermore, only stopped in the Sankharupeka jnana. Equanimity, the knowledge of equanimity about the sankhara, about the everything in the world. So accumulated until here by learning, by thinking, by practicing. So because of this, for the Bodhisattva, about the world, he understands very well. He can remove attachment to the world. If so, why he continue many lives? Because of compassion. So he saw many beings suffering in the hell. He saw many people going around in the samsara. Has a lot of compassion. So that compassion or desire stopped his practice, not to go furthermore. Trying to make it's a human quality, not just for gaining a nibbana. Higher, human quality higher. So have to fulfill parami. So he has a compassion, he has a knowledge. So he knows how to improve his life, to help other people. So along the way, he went. So he was not attached to the life very much. to be better and better, to be more and more knowledgeable. But not attached to it. So with those knowledge, he didn't attach the life, but with the compassion, he has enough patience. So in this way, we went around the samsara. So these are vipassana knowledge to be accumulated. So knowledge is not just those samatha and vipassana. If you know everything, cause and effect, real cause and real effect, not to be wrong cause and wrong cause and wrong effect. So must be real cause, real effect. So all these are called knowledge. You need to know what is that. So what are the causes? So it is a knowledge. But these are something higher about the samatha, especially about the vipassana, megaphala nibbana. So such a kind of knowledge is higher. So in the Buddha's dispensation, especially what we can learn is karma result knowledge. Samatha knowledge related to samatha, related to vipassana. It is important in the Buddha's dispensation. About the living, so we can learn in the school. So mostly those cause and effects are very near cause, very near effect. Like if you eat a poison, you will die. Or if you take a proper medicine, you will be healthy. So cause and effect is very near. Even in those cause and effect, only knowledgeable person can know well. Only learner can know well. If it is not knowledgeable, even the cause and effect is very near, they will not know. So karma and karma result. So samatha and vipassana, those are to learn those must be knowledgeable person, must have a faith. So in this way we have to learn. So any real cause and real effect, knowing those is knowledge. So maybe it is by learning, or rather it is by thinking, or rather by development. So we can accumulate those wisdom. Okay, I think time is what time? Okay, we started from the 8 o'clock. We still have a time. So here mentioned learning, thinking, practicing knowledge. So for everyone, first of all, we need to learn. We need to hear other people's saying. After that, we have to think ourselves. After that, we need to develop. So it is Sudamaya Panya, learning made knowledge. Chendamaya Panya, thinking made knowledge. Bhavanamaya Panya, developing made knowledge. Okay, after that, next wisdom. Next type of wisdom mentioned in the Searo's book, Janakābhivaṃsa, the wise man by thinking. Sudakābhivaṃsa, hearing, the wise of hearing. Attakavi. The wise about the meaning, the meaning of what? Padivanakavi. The wise man by quick knowledge. So if you can know something like making a poem by your own knowledge, it is a Chandakavi. So some by hearing they can do something. It is a Suddhakavi. Hearing the wise because of hearing, a lot of hearing. So they have heard similar things. Because of this, they can do something. The next one is Attakavi. So knowing the meaning of what, the definition of what, which is difficult. So this is not because of hearing directly from the someone, not because of thinking, not because of, basically not because of hearing. So you have a original knowledge, original hearing. So based on those knowledge, you expand your knowledge. So you know something else without learning, but it is based on learning. If so, it is called Attakavi. So we can get this kind of knowledge. So like that, you learn and you think. So you may know something new based on you are learning and you are thinking. And next one is not listening, not thinking. Also, without having any example. So just quickly appear in your mind. So this kind of knowledge is called Padivanakavi. The example in the Buddha time is Venerable Wingisa. So the Buddha teach the Dhamma to the someone. So he make a poem quickly. So about him, one time the Buddha asked him, that bandit. So you made a very good poem about the Dhamma. It is already thought or just appear in your mind. So at that time, the bandit said, Venerable said, just appear in the mind, not already thought. So at that time, the Buddha called it sadhu. So there is the reason. So you may know some people who made a poem, who made a song. So they think a lot. They take a lot of time. So I don't know other countries, poets or songwriters. So some people I saw is, so they have a long mustache, white hair. Hair is messy because they don't have much time for their body. They're always thinking. So obligations, they fail. They didn't take a responsibility, maybe for husband and wife, or for parents, for children. They are always thinking like that. After that, maybe after a long time, they have one poem. So The Buddha may not like in this way. So as a bhikkhu, as a practitioner, you have responsibilities. So you should not take something a lot of time, which is not really beneficial, just to enjoy with the words. So because of this, the Buddha asked it. So it is already thought or just appear. The Venerable say just appear. So it is seem to be allowed. So by having long mustache, long hair, which is messy, and then you should not do this kind of things. So this kind of quick knowledge is called Patibhana code. The wise man having quick knowledge. So just appear in the mind. These are a type of knowledge. A type of knowledge. So the same, even Dhamma talk. Some people, for one talk, they prepare for a long time, everything, and to have a nice speaker, maybe together with a poem, some sound, nicely recitation from time to time. So like that. But if it is Dhamma, something's good. So sometimes you may consider about the taking in time. So in the Abhidhamma, it is mentioned about the wisdom. And usually, wisdom is one of the main factor. In the Abhidhamma, usually mentioned with the four aspect, like seeing one person from the front, from the back, from the beside. If so, for that person, you will be very clear. In the same way, about the Dhamma, what is the characteristics? It is called the Lakkhana. What is the manifestation? What is the approximate cause? What is the function? So, in this way, in Abhidhamma, it is mentioned. So, in Abhidhamma, have this saying, because of knowing Four Noble Truth clearly, it is called Banya. So, Banya is knowing penetratively about the Four Noble Truth. Another one is knowing nature, dukkha, anatta, penetratively, clearly. So it is also wisdom. Because of overwhelming avijja, ignorance, it is a wisdom. So wisdom is making the light. So like a candle light, showing in the object. Make a darkness disappeared. So because of this, the Buddha said there is no wisdom, there is no light related to wisdom. So in the Buddha time, the one Deva told the Buddha, there is no light similar to sun. But the Buddha didn't accept. There is no light similar to wisdom. So if we have a wisdom and strongly, we will have a light. So light will show the object. So for example, in a dark room, there are many properties. Although there are many properties, if you don't have light, you will not see those things. If you have the light, so the light will show there are many properties in a room. So in the same way, in our body, there is mentality, materiality, cause and effect. So we have a past story, future results. There are many things to see, but without wisdom, we cannot see. If knowledge is strong, so we will have a light. That light will show everything. So we can open everything. So because of this, wisdom is like a light showing in the object. Making in darkness of delusion is disappeared. So because of this, it is wisdom. So wisdom is showing the true nature. Another characteristic of wisdom is wisdom will make you to know truly. Wisdom is penetrating the object without fail. Like the shooting of a clever archer. Like a clever archer, which can shoot even in the tip of hair. Even in the tip of hair. So to shoot the tip of hair is normally very difficult. But if it is a clever archer, they can shoot. So in the same way, to discern mentality, materiality, cause and effect, so it is difficult. What is the cause of this life? It is not easy. Many things we have done in the past. So which is the real cause? It is not easy. So sometimes, so in the body, we have to discern karma-born materiality, mind-born materiality. There are small particles. So which is mind-born? Which is temperature-born? Which is karma-born? So to choose those things, it is difficult. So some people have a doubt. So is it correct or not? Something they can discern, but they confuse, like unbelievable. So they make a mind and materiality's connection. After that, they pick up some small particles. After that, they discern as a mind-born materiality. So there are many small particles in the body. So is it very sure or not? As a mind-born, temperature-born, nutrition-born, like that. They have a doubt. So usually they have discerned 32 body parts according to our methods. So we have to say, when you do 32 body parts, you see all 32 parts in the body. After that, you only trying to see skeleton. So at that time, you will see only skeleton. The other 31 body parts disappeared, not in your mind. So they have experienced those things. So your wisdom can shoot what you want to think. In the same way, there are many colors in the world. So if you practice a color casino, you want to see white, become white. If you wish to see yellow, become yellow. So even in the body, there are many colors. So if you want to see the whites of color nail, white color nail, only you will see nail. So the other object will not appear in your mind. So like that, wisdom can shoot even in the tip of hair, like a clever archer. So in the same way, we speak the words correctly. There are many words that we have learned. Some are 2 languages, 3 languages they have learned. So in their mind, there are many words. So within a short time, we can choose what we wish to speak. So if we choose this kind of speaking, this kind of word, this word come out from our mouth. Because the wisdom we have trained. So because of this, all the knowledgeable people, they will not make a mistake or rarely mistake. So because of this, if the wisdom is sharp, so if you have a headache, why you have a headache, you want to know if the cause may appear correctly. If so, it is wisdom. In the same way, what is the cause of this life? So for the wise people, for the trained one, so the cause, real cause will appear in your mind. So in the same way, in the body, there are many mentality, materiality. Which one you want to discern? In the past, there are many events. Which events you want to think? So for the knowledgeable person, everything will see. So because of this, the wisdom is like clever archers shooting. So they can shoot everything correctly. So even in the tip of hair. So if you know real cause and real effect, it is wisdom. Even in good things, bad things, knowing it itself, no problem. So if they eat poison, they will die. So if you know that it is not akusala, knowing it itself is okay. But you cannot kill other people. It is another. So in the Janaka story, there is one lady, rich lady, so staying at her home. So on the road, there is a thief caught by government people, caught by king's people. So they harm that thief. So at that time, the rich lady attached to that man and give him money, a lot of money, and married. After married, the thief wished to kill his wife. So after that, he told his wife to wear holy ornaments in your body. We will go to somewhere. Maybe he may say for the ceremony. After that, went to forest, climbed to mountain. Near the cliff, he mentioned he wished to kill the wife. So at that time, the wife apologized him, but he didn't listen. So at that time, he said, okay, so at the last, I will pay respect to you. So the wife turned around the right side. Turn around by keeping husband right side. And first of all, she paid homage and turn around the right side. So after she have chance, so she pushed him down into the cliff. So husband passed away, husband died. So about these events, at that time, Bodhisattva is Roka Deva, tree Deva. He saw the events. So Deva actually should help, but the Deva didn't help. So just seeing, maybe like humans, sometimes a dog and dog are fighting, You just see it. So even make them fight. So didn't help. So because of this, you should not dependent Deva much. So the same. Some people think they will disturb us. They were also busy with the Deva job. They just stay and see. Yeah, this is a Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva just to see. He didn't do. So also we may think, oh, those are animals. Their life already suffer, no problem. Let them fight. So their life is not precious. So they also may think about us, because they don't need to work anything. Even they don't need to go to toilet. So they don't need to cook. So they are very rich one. Even they have a war, Asura, Tawadinsa war. So their war is mentioned like children's, competition. Children have a doll. This doll and that doll fighting. Only doll fighting. So, but they have a losing, they have a winning, but they never bloody. So no blood. But in their mind may be sad, because their life is very compatible. So someone follow, someone run, already very tired. So not really fighting. So in the same way, human to human fighting, a lot of fighting, a lot of shooting, maybe 1 or 2%, 3% die. So as a human, very sad. Animals are fighting every day. So killed a lot. So we don't care. So their life is something normal. Their life is tough. So there was a fighting, never bloody, like children's or toy fighting, toy competition. So then they are not really harmful. So, but for them, it is a war. It is a very big fighting, like that. So now they were just seeing, but Bodhisattva Deva, maybe he satisfying something. So because husband is a very very stupid, The wife give any ornaments, but he want to kill. So wife pretend and want to pay respect. After turn around, after that push down. So based on that events, the Bodhisattva said, so in the world, not only men are wise, female also wise, like that. Bodhisattva say wise. So about that, doing akusala, when you say it is wise, it is a Bodhisattva saying. So about that, so Mingyur Sayadaw explained, yeah, you can kill in this way. This is the way to protect herself. Knowing it in this way is wisdom. This is a wise people with no conditions. But surely pushing it down and killing it is akusala. The way to be free from death for herself, it is wisdom. It is wisdom. So if I can push now him, so he can die. So knowing in this condition is wise, but killing and pushing is evil. So akusala. So it is a decision. So everything, if you know real cause and effect, it is wisdom. But you will do, you will not do is to be decided. So in the Janakā, So this is saying the wise is she understand how to manage these events. So it is wisdom. But although she know if she don't kill, so it is not evil, just knowing. This we can do. So like that. Because of this, even worldly things, so religion things, mundane or supramundane, so it is called wisdom. Okay, so time is up. We should stop here for the question and answer.
Sadhu, thank you very much for the teaching today.
Sadhu, yeah, the question is, for a noble person to enter into Palasamapati, must he always start from Udayapaya Jnana stage until Sankarupaka Jnana, or can he quickly enter into Palasamapati?
So only have this general saying. So to absorb Palasamapati, to practice Vipassana. So have this saying. So Vipassana is discerning Rupa Nama, cause and effect, rising and perishing. So how fast is sometimes it may be based on practice.
Underneath Sadhu, he would like to ask about the 4 types of Sambhajanya. The first 2 types, Sataka Sambhajanya and Sappaya Sambhajanya. Are they Lokiya knowledge, mundane knowledge? Another question is, in the practice of meditation, there are 2 other Sambhajanya involved, Gochara Sambhajanya and Asamoha Sambhajanya. Did the Buddha ever taught in details this? The question is, in the practice of meditations, it involves the last 2 Sambhajanya only, Gochara and Asamoha Sambhajanya. Is that true? And did the Buddha ever taught in details the Sataka Sambhajanya and Sappaya Sambhajanya?
Especially in the commentary, have an explanation. Sataka is something, if something you will do, so first of all, you need to think beneficial or not. So, for example, now we are listening in Dhamma or talking in Dhamma. So if you want to stop, so first of all, you may think stopping is beneficial or continue to speak is beneficial. So based on that, you can stop and you can continue. It is sataka. So Sappaya is suitable or not. So although it is beneficial for you, is it suitable or not? For example, going into pagoda is beneficial, but if there is a ceremony crowded by many people, if so, it is not suitable. So this is an example. So it is something like a normal knowledge. So yeah, Kosara Samjanya is only, although what about bodhicitta you do with the meditation. So Asamoha Samjanya is every action with body. You should know as a mentality, materiality, and their connections. So if so, it is mainly Asamoha Samjanya.
Underneath Sadhu, since karma is being done by the mind in the past, so can we say Kamaja Rupa also caused by the mind?
Yes, karma is a mentality. One of the mental factor, Chirana. Yeah, can say caused by one of the mental factor. Only cause and effect is far. So changing can be big, like a human to Deva. So yeah, Deva to human, etc. So the cause is a mentality. You can say that to mind.
Thank you, Sado. Next question, Vandami Sado, Sakihontu, good morning. Please, Sado, advise how to understand about to know and see wisdom in this category. Characteristic, manifestation, function, and proximate cause. Thank you very much. Mei. Sadhu.
So about the wisdom, some characteristics I haven't mentioned. So about the manifestation, function, proximate cause, it will be in another talk.
Thank you, Sado. I think the next question asks, in the story that the lady escaped death by pushing the husband, which she will suffer the results later for her akusala action. So how can an action that leads to suffering be considered wisdom? Wouldn't it be real wisdom if she were able to escape death by not doing akusala?
So it is the next step. So first step, you should know there are ways to be free from killing, to be free from being killed. So if this is one of a way. So, but to choose that way is generally it is not good. So it is bad deeds. When it produces, so we have a bad result. But for her, after that, she ordained as a bhikkhuni, so practice meditation, become arahanta, so no more life. The result of that karma, so not have a chance to produce result. If she can know some other way, so do we free from that? So if so, even akusala will not have. Now she has done akusala, but before producing, she practiced to be arahanta. So result she can't be gained. So she cannot get a result of that.
Thank you, Sado. So maybe Sado can lead us in making aspirations and sharing merits, please.
Okay.
Sadhu. Yeah.
Idam me bunyam nibbānasa
pacayo odu
mama bunya bhagam sabba sadanam bhajemi te sabe me samam punya bhagam labandu sadhu.